Hello, I showed you how to connect to the IBM Power Server, the network configurations that you need to do. However, I thought of showing you how to configure it to be accessed through your router or switch. So I have it connected through serial to my Windows XP machine, and I'm gonna connect to it through my Windows XP machine that you can see here. It should be here. I believe it's this one, COM1. And then I'm gonna use PuTTY. Here it is. Serial COM1. Here mine is compatible with this speed 115 to 100. Open, enter. Okay, here the password is admin. I mean the username is admin and the password is admin, the default one, as long as you didn't change them. After you use them for the first time, you may need to change them to get your system more secure. Enter and enter here. Okay, and then we type 5 network services, enter. 1 network configuration, enter. IPv4 1 corresponds to it, enter. You have 2 interfaces. The ports are at the back of your server. The first, you need to know them very well. I have shown them in my previous video about connecting to the ASMI. You can configure them the way you like DHCP or a static IP address. The static IP address needs to be on the same subnet with the same IP address range of your router or switch. So for the interface Eth1, it's the one that's connected to my to the one that's connected now. I have set up the IP address before to 10.0.1.200. If you want it to be dynamic, your router, if it has a DHCP server, it should give it an IP address. Later, from most of the routers or switches, you will be able to see it as a client and you can get its IP address and connect to it. If you want, you can also select select static here. So let me configure it. I don't think I need to change the host name. I will simply change the IP address for my IP address that should be put here needs to be in the range of 10.1.1.1 to 10.1.255.254. I have selected my subnet to be or the prefix to be 16, which is similar to 255.255.0.0. So here I'm gonna put it 10.1.2.1. Make sure that the IP address is not taken by any other device, otherwise there may be some unexpected behavior. Or you can simply make your DHCP server not giving a specific range. Let's say you make it give from 1 to 200, and then above 200 are the IP addresses that you reserve for the static IP address devices. So here I'm gonna press enter, and then subnet mask, it should be somehow 255.255 like the one that I have on my router, enter. And then 6, the default gateway, which is the router's IP address. In my case it's 10.1.1.0, enter. And then the IP address of the first DNS server. This is in case you need to have such thing. I don't think it's that necessary in most cases, except if you want, for example, to access your server from the outside network, from the internet. I'm gonna simply select the router to be the DNS server, enter, and then we have the second DNS server. It's fine, the one that's associated with Cloudflare 1.1.1.1. We're gonna save settings by typing 10 and enter, and 1 again to confirm. After configuring our IP address for our IBM Power Server, we can simply type it into the browser. We may need to enable the old TLS like I did in my previous video. Let me show you how to do it. Let's type TLS. TLS deprecated. Let's simply type deprecated, this one. We should make it true, and then here we refresh, advanced, accept the risk and continue. The same user ID and password as the ones in the serial console that we had before. We type them there. The same configurations can be done here in case you are able to access the ASMI without the need to use the serial console. Whichever you prefer, it's fine. You type the configurations the way you like here for both interfaces, and you can access that same IP address the way I access it now. I'm signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and see you.